Hello everyone, it's Rob here, Rob Biddulph. You know me by now. There I am holding my little sausage dog friend. Now then, you might know me from books like this one. It's called Grrr, all about a bear who loses his growl. You might have seen my Dinosaur Juniors books, I should say. I think I've written, how many have I written? 3 of those, I think, so far. But today we are here. We're not reading a story. We are drawing a picture, aren't we? That's why this is called Draw with Rob. There's my piece of paper, put it in the middle of the page. Now then, I thought today we would draw a character from my very first book, Blown Away. Now there's a video of me drawing penguin blues somewhere else on the internet. You can look that one up if you want. You can find out how to draw him. But today, I thought we would draw a little character who makes a very sneaky appearance in this book. Now, can you see a little monkey anywhere in this picture? You have to look very closely. That's right, we look there. Can you see that little monkey who's hiding there behind that yellow flower? Now this little monkey, he appears quite a lot in this book. In the background there, you can see him there just hiding behind that ice cream van. And then here, when the guys are about to get on their boat to go home, you can see the monkey just having a look there. And if we look at the next page, look, he jumps on the boat with them and he ends up going home with them all the way back to the Antarctic. Can you see him? Look, he's hiding in the back of that boat there. You can just see the top of his head. And he ends up in a place that he's not very used to, weather-wise. Look at that. Look how chilly he looks there. But anyway, I really like this little monkey character, so I thought it might be a nice idea to show you how I draw him. Okay, right, so what you need is a piece of paper, something to draw with, a pencil or a pen, something like that. And I reckon this drawing is probably going to take us about 20 minutes, something like that. And this is how it works. I draw a little bit of the drawing here on my piece of paper, then you copy what I draw, then I draw a bit more, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw. You keep pausing your video if you need to, just to make sure that you get it right. But hopefully at the end we're going to end up with something that we're all very proud of. Okay, so let's start, shall we? Now then, we're going to start very simply. Right in the middle of our page, we are just going to draw a little straight line, like that. Sort of slightly above middle of our page, about 2/3 of the way up. Then what we're going to do, we're going to draw a curve at the end, like that, like a sort of C shape. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly the same at the other end, like that. Nice and easy so far, isn't it? Pretty simple. Okay, now the next thing to do is from the end of our little curves, we're going to draw a straight line that comes down just from this side. We'll just do this side for the time being. Straight line that comes down like that, about that far maybe. And then we're going to do a great big curve that goes around and underneath. And we're going to stop about there. Okay. Now can you see I've just gone slightly further that way than I did on this side. And the reason for that is because we're not just going to join that straight back up. Before we do that, we are going to draw another curvy line. This time it's going to go that way, like that. Okay, I'm going to stop about there. And then we are going to draw a straight line down from this side to there. But we're just going to leave it. We're not going to join it up in the corner. We're just going to leave it sort of about there. I wonder if you can tell what we've just drawn. Okay, the next thing to do is a little circle at the end of that very first shape that we drew. And then let's do another one at this end. And come on, let's draw some little circles in the middle and make some eyes, shall we? Look, our monkey is really starting to appear before our very eyes, isn't he? So now you can tell what we were drawing here, can't you? This was our monkey's mouth. He's going to be smiling. Okay, now then, the next thing to do is give our monkey a little nose. So what we're going to do is just 2 little dots there. 1, 2. Leave a little tiny gap in the middle of them, like that. And that's going to be our monkey's nose. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a little thin line, sort of comes down in between that, like that. Because monkeys, they often have this little line sort of down there that goes to their mouth. I think it's called a philtrum. It's called a philtrum on humans. I'm not sure if it's called the same on a monkey. I don't see why not. Okay, so there's our monkey's face. Now then, around our monkey's face, he has lots of lovely fur. So this is how we're going to do that. We are just going to draw lots of little lines like this that sort of follow the shape, that first shape that we drew. They sort of follow it around and across the top, like that. So lots of little lines to make it nice and sort of furry looking. Like that. We're going to go all the way down and around. You can do a couple of little zigzaggy bits here and there, maybe. And look, it's like he's sort of wearing a fur hat or something, isn't it? It sort of goes right around his eyes, like that. Okay, this is quite a quick one, this one, isn't it? It's easy peasy. Now, we're going to add a bit of our monkey's head, just the top of his head. So what we're going to do, from about here, so about level with where we started, we're just going to draw like a sort of curved line shape with a flat top, like that. And that's going to be the top of our little monkey's head. Oh, I like him. He looks very friendly, this monkey here. Now, he's got quite big, sticky, outy ears coming out of the side of his head. So what we're going to do is sort of almost like a circle shape coming out of that side, like that. Let's do the same, shall we? On the other side. There we go. And shall I show you how I do my ears? Because you know the bits inside our ears are sort of all quite fiddly, isn't it? There's lots of folds and creases and all that sort of thing. Do you know what I do? Do you remember I've told you this before? I'm a very lazy illustrator, so I like to make things as simple as possible. I also like to draw swirls a lot. So this is how I do the inside of an ear. I just start here, I go down, around, along, whoop, I do a little swirl like that. And it's sort of like a very quick inside of ear. I do all my ears like that. Apart from rabbit ears, I don't think I do rabbit ears like that, but everything else I do like that. So there we go. Oh, I really like this little monkey. He probably needs a body, doesn't he, this monkey? Should we give him a little body? Okay, right, what we're going to do, we're going to start about here, about this area here. We're going to do a line that comes down. We're going to miss that edge of his mouth. We're going to come down, and we're going to sort of go around underneath where his mouth is, and then we're going to come back up the other side and join up there. And that is going to be our monkey's tummy. Now monkeys, this particular monkey, he's all covered in fur. He's got fur all over the top of his head, all over his tummy, except the area around his belly button. I don't know why. So we're going to just draw a little circle. I might do a few of those little zigzaggy, jaggedy lines at the top. We're just going to do a little bit like that, where his tummy is. And let's give him a little tummy button, shall we? Whoop. There we go, little bare tummy for our little monkey. Okay, let's give him some legs now, shall we? Now, legs, these are nice and easy. So what we do, coming down from the edge of his tummy like that, we're just going to draw a sort of rectangle shape, quite thin, like that. And we can do the same on the other side. Slightly coming in at the bottom, aren't they? They're slightly sort of going in at an angle like that, only very slightly. There we go. Our two little monkey legs. And let's give him two little monkey arms. What should we do? Let's do him sticking his arms out. We can do one arm coming out there. Again, a sort of rectangle shape. Right, you can do some little jaggedy bits at the end like that, from the sort of fur. We do this one coming out here, like that. Arms, two little monkey legs. Now then, we need to do the hands and the feet. And this is how we do them. Feet are nice and easy. What we're going to do, we're just going to draw a circle on the end that we are going to shade in, like that. So a little circle right on the end of that leg. We'll do the same here. Okay, so they're the basis of our monkey feet. Now, did you know the monkeys, they have, on their feet, they have, I don't know if this is true, but I think it's true, and this is why I've drawn it like that, but they have almost like thumbs on their feet, because they can grip things with their feet too, can't they, as well as their hands. Do you know what, as I'm saying, I'm not sure this is actually true, but maybe we should look this up on Google afterwards and check, but I think it is true, and it's certainly true for my little drawing anyway. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw a little foot thumb, and then 4 little foot fingers, otherwise known as toes. Foot fingers. Let's do the same here. Little thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, they're our little monkey feet. Let's do this hand first, shall we? We're going to do the same sort of thing. We're going to do a little circle at the end that we're going to colour in, like that. And then we're going to do a thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that. Now this hand, we're going to do something slightly different because I want to do him holding something. What do you think our monkey should be holding? What do monkeys like to eat? Anybody got any guesses? Something yellow. That's right, a banana. Let's draw a banana. So we need to draw our banana before we draw our hand. I'm going to show you why. First of all, let's draw the banana. So from about here, we're just going to draw a nice little gentle curvy shape like that. A banana curve. Then we're going to draw another one, a little bit wider. So we get a nice banana shape. Can you see I haven't joined the ends up yet? That's because we're going to draw a little sort of black oblong like that, which is the end of our banana. And then the other end, we're just going to finish it off like that. And then bananas, they have a sort of another curved line, much thinner if you can, in the middle. And this one, we're not going to join it right up to the end, we're just going to sort of do that. Sort of dot it. There you go. A simple way of drawing a banana. You'll probably never forget that. You'll always draw bananas like that from now. I think somebody showed me how to do that once and I've always drawn them like that. Now, the reason we did the banana before we did the hand is because now we can put the hand behind the banana, can't we? So we're just going to do the beginning of the circle there. We're not going to do anything there because that would make his hand much bigger than that one. But what we are going to draw is his fingers holding on to the banana. And it's really, really easy. What we do, we're going to do the thumb first. We're just going to do a little thumb shape there, holding on to the banana. And then over here on the other side of the banana, we're just going to draw 4 little oval shapes like that, just coming over the top. And look, he's holding on to his banana. Easy peasy, huh? Pretty effective looking too. We've only got one more thing to draw on our monkey, but I think this is my favourite part of the entire drawing because we need to draw our long, swirly monkey tail. You can do yours as swirly and as long as you like. You can do a tiny little one if you want, or you can do a huge big one that goes all the way around there. I'm going to do something somewhere in the middle. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do a little swirl like that. And when I get to the middle of my swirl, I'm going to keep going like that. And I'm going to follow the line back around like that. Whoop. Funny angle. Difficult when I'm left-handed here. There we go. There's my monkey tail. Let's just fill that in a little bit like that. What do you think? This is a cool monkey. It looks like he'd be very good at hiding from penguins in the jungle, don't you think? Right, should we colour him in? Now then, there's no rules for this. As per usual, you can colour your monkey any colour you like. I think I'm going to do my one in the book is sort of grey, actually. Well, certainly his fur is grey, so I think I'm going to do mine a greyish colour, but I'm going to do it in super speedy, fast motion. And another thing I'm going to do first, you'll notice if you look at me doing my super speedy drawing, I'm going to add some little lines all over my little monkey's furry bits. So that's his arms, his legs, his tummy, not the middle bit of his tummy, but this bit of his tummy and the top of his head and maybe his tail. I'm going to add just lots of little sort of dashed lines because that makes it look like he's furry. You don't have to do that at all, but that's what I'm going to do. So, are you ready? Because here I go with my super speedy monkey colouring in. 1, 2, 3, go! So there we go, a finished monkey. So I've done mine grey, blue, nice bright orange eyes, bit of yellow in there, bit of yellow in the banana. And I'm pretty pleased with that picture. I think he looks pretty cool. Looks a bit cheeky, but that's a good thing. So the last thing we need to do, of course, we need to sign our picture down here, like that. So I want you to sign your pictures, and then maybe you could get somebody to take a picture of your picture and you can post it online for me to see using the hashtag #DrawWithRob. And if you use that hashtag, I should be able to see it. There's lots and lots of people posting their pictures of drawings to me, and I'm doing my very best to see them all. And then what we do, we choose a random selection of the drawings and I put them up on a grid at the end of the day or the following morning. So will your drawing make the grid? Who knows? If it doesn't make it this time, it might make it the next time, so don't worry too much. But listen, I hope you've really enjoyed drawing this cheeky monkey with me today. And I'm going to see you very soon for another Draw with Rob episode. Until then, I want you all to take care of yourselves and have fun. And I'll see you soon.